Hey guys, so I'm gonna do a look today using MAC Stars and Rockets. I've used this before in a tutorial, but it was a long time ago, and the way that I'm gonna use it today is completely different in the way that I have used it in the past. And I've already applied quite a few products. Everything is listed in the description box. So all my face products are done and my brows are done and my lip moisturizer is on. So we're going to start with the eyes. I'm going to start with LA Colors Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Sunglasses. And this is just a black base. Use whatever you have for a black base. I was going to use the Wet n Wild Paint Pot in black, but then I thought, no, I really shouldn't be using something from a limited edition collection. By the way, that was part of last year's Wet n Wild Fantasy Makers Halloween collection. If you see that display this year, don't just pass it over as Halloween stuff, because a lot of times there are things in that collection that you can use all year long that aren't necessarily to make a Halloween look. The paint palettes that have all different colors in them, they're about this big. Those are great for blushes, and then the individual paint pots I use as eyeshadow bases. The black one is a little bit too moisturizing, so it can like migrate as the day goes on if you put too much on. That's why I actually prefer the LA Colors Jumbo Pencil, because this one isn't as prone to doing that. So this is a little bit better, I think. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to put some product on my finger like that, and then just put it on my eyelid. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other eye. And try not to use too much, because that's when you're going to run into problems. So, just use a small amount and try to blend it as evenly as possible. You can use a brush, but it's going to be a heck of a lot easier if you use your finger, because you're getting the warmth from your skin. It sort of melts the product a little bit and gives you more of an even distribution. Okay, next I'm going to take my Essence Luminous Matte Bronzing Powder in the shade Sunshine and an e.l.f. contour brush, and I'm going to put this down as my transition shade. So I'm just going to buff that into the crease, going up just a little bit higher than the actual crease area. Alright, so next I'm going to grab Stars and Rockets. And this is what Stars and Rockets looks like. But when I put it over a black base, it's going to transform into a slightly different color. Okay, so I'm going to grab a MAC 239 shader brush and just put some of this right over that black base. See how the tone changes a little bit? Okay, so the next shadow I'm going to use is MAC's Shadowy Lady, and this is like a super, super dark purple. And I'm going to use this brush that I got at Christmas Tree Shop. It's from the Harmon Face Values line. It just says eyeshadow on it. So any kind of a small brush that you have. And I'm just going to put a really small amount of shadow and go right in the crease. Just a tiny, tiny bit. I really don't want to use a lot of this because it's super dark. But I just want to give it some depth and definition. So just a little bit at a time. Okay, now I'm going to take some right on the outer part of the lid, right in the corner there, and just drag it like in a line up towards the tip of my brow, and then drag it back at an angle. And then just keep blending until it looks even. Okay, I'm going to go back now and just add a little bit more to the crease. Just to kind of connect it to that outer corner area. I was going to use a different shadow today, but it's discontinued, and I know how frustrating that can be when somebody uses a discontinued product in their video. But if you have Graphology by MAC, that's what I wanted to use. I feel like Shadowy Lady can sometimes be difficult to blend, but this was the closest thing that I had to Graphology. Okay, I'm going to go back to that LA Colors Jumbo Pencil and put some of that as my eyeliner as well. And where this is a really like thick pencil, I'm just kind of dabbing it, because otherwise I'm going to end up with way too much. So I'm just kind of like dotting it along and sort of skipping over certain sections. And then I'm going to take that shadowy lady with a small Zoeva pencil brush and just drag a little bit of this at the base of that eyeliner. And that's going to blend out any areas that I skipped. And it will complete that line. And I'm going to go back to that eyeliner pencil and I'm going to try to put that on my tight line, and I'm going to try to lift my lashes a little bit because this is a really thick pencil. Because I don't want to get it on my lid. Okay, now I'm going to go in with Wet n Wild Lash Renegade Avenging Amethyst Mascara. And put some of that on my lashes. And you know, I thought this was limited edition, but I'm seeing this like right in the permanent section at the stores that carry it now. At first I was seeing it like on an end cap on a display, but I think this might even be part of their permanent line, which is crazy. I mean, I love the idea that they've got a purple mascara that's permanent, but I forget where I was. Might have been Walgreens. Could have been Walmart. I'm not sure. I don't really remember, but I remember seeing it right there in the permanent section. Like, wow, purple mascara that's permanent. I use this now just as a mascara primer. I mean, you can definitely use it just on its own if you want to, but I've been using it as a primer. So I'm trying it out with all my existing mascaras. This is CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. And I wanted to see if it would perform the same way under all my other mascaras as it does with the Milk Makeup. And so far, it is just making the most... Oh, I forgot to curl my lashes. Oh well, too late now. I don't want to get mascara all over my eyelash curler. But yeah, so far it's performing under all my mascaras pretty much the same way. It just makes any mascara that you use work better. Okay, so what do we have left? Lips, right? I'm going to... I think I'm going to do the lipstick first. I'm going to use Bobby Brown lip color in Sandwash Pink today. Looks like that. And this is a sort of a My Lips But Better type color. I didn't want to do anything that was too far off from my natural lip color because the eyes are, you know, pretty bold shade. Now I'm going to just put a little definition into that lipstick with my Colormates Nude Lip Liner, so I'm just going to outline. If I want more definition, I'll use the liner after the lipstick. Okay. Okay, I just went in and tried to even it off and make it more symmetrical and whatnot. This is an Essence brush, and I'm going to go in with Wet n Wild Winter Falls in LA highlighter, which is what I used on my face. And I'm going to put a little bit of this as the highlighter for this look. Now this is a very powerful highlighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the brush that I used for my transition shade. And I'm going to take a little bit more on that brush, and I'm going to blend it right in between the highlighter and the crease color. Because otherwise it's going to be way too harsh of a line. Okay, and then I also ended up blending out the edge of that crease color too by doing that. So that is the finished look, you guys. Hope you enjoyed that. If you're not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.